What's up, everybody? Today we're on Dodson Logging, and we're going to do a little bit of a look around on. Oh, wait a minute. This isn't Dodson Logging. What is this? No, I'm just kidding. This is a new map that I've been working on in secret. This is called the Plantation. Let me give you a brief tour. All right, that's working. Okay, good. Well, partly reason why I'm doing this is. Well, number one, to preview the map, but number two is my left joystick finally bit the dust. Last night I was trying to play a little bit on this map, testing out some stuff, and it is. I calibrated it, still didn't help. When I hopped in a track machine, the cab was just spinning around and around and around, so I couldn't control it. So there was nothing I could do with the calibration. So it's toast. So I went ahead and ordered a Thrustmaster. I think it's a T16000, something like that. You can take the handle apart kinda and rotate it either left or right, so you can use it with your left hand and your right hand, so that'd be pretty cool. It's hard to find a left-handed joystick. Okay, so let's take a look at this map real quick. This is called the Plantation, and you'll see why in a minute. This is a strictly southern U.S. forestry-based map. This is a lot of where I see around here. This is how we do things in the South. So we got us a gas pump because, well, and there's no use in pulling up the PDA map yet because I don't have it finished. But so there's basically a sawmill and a sell point for the pallet lumber, and that's it. There's no other structures on this map. That's why I put it together so fast. Okay, so you got a gas pump here. Well, a diesel pump, I guess I should say. Now these doors, I can't figure out how to get them to open just yet. So I'm gonna see if I can't get that figured out. If not, I may just take the doors off or see if I can't figure out how to roll them up part way or something. I don't know. If anybody knows how to operate this, let me know, because all these doors I think are supposed to open, but I couldn't find. I mean, I saw where the triggers were in Giant's editor. There's triggers there for the doors to open, but nothing comes up when see, I've got my menu up right there. Nothing comes up when you step into the trigger zone. And I can't get the doors to open. I think I want to say I got this building off of the KST map. I think that's where I got it, and I downloaded it with files, but still nothing opens the doors. So I can't quite figure that out just yet. I'll see if I can't get that fixed before release. Now over here on this side we got a large wood storage area that's, logs have been piled up there. We've got our normal wood chipper, wood crusher, which right now the thing is constantly running. I'm not really sure what's up with that. Oh, and I guess I should say, well, I guess it's pretty obvious by now, but this map is not finished yet. I'm still working on it and doing a little testing, so not quite finished. We got a little container office, which is pretty cool. This big grain storage building. Now the triggers do work on this one. So if you come over here, you see you get the options there to open and close the doors. So the doors need a little WD-40 or something there, and then you got a switch on both ends which turns on the lights. And so you got all the lights are turned on, so you can store lumber in here if you want to. You can store equipment, whatever you want to. And let's see, moving on. Of course, we have our wood crane. I put it in here for the people that like to use it. I don't care for it. Where we're at right now, in between these markers, is a log sell point, and it is, well, I guess it's about maybe about up to the tires or a little higher, the trigger point. So if you have a low trailer, you can probably sell the logs without even having to offload them. But if you want to, you can use the crane. Then over here is another log sell point, and this one you can drive through. It's pretty tall. In fact, it's taller than this truck. You can just drive right through there. Sell your logs. And over here on the other side, as usual, there's a wood chip sell point. Now you can sell pallets there too, but that's intended more for wood chips. Okay, so I've got my frames per second up there, so you can see. Now I don't have the best computer and the best graphics card. It's decent, but you can look and see here as I'm driving around what kind of frame rates I'm getting. We'll get to the meat of the map here in a second. So I got a little holding pond over here. Just, I don't know, a lot of wood yards and lumber yards and stuff have little ponds. They can store some or grab some water if they need to, I guess. Alright, so some log racks over here. I may add some more, of course, but as you know, if you add a lot of logs, your frame rate really suffers. Okay, so getting into the sawmill, let's drive on down here. And I just ignore my Lake Missoula State Park sign. I haven't changed that yet. I grabbed it over from the Forbidden Forest that I'm working on. Okay, so when you pull into the sawmill, I need to fix this sign. It's a bit bright, but all trucks must weigh in and out, so you have to drive over the scale. I mean, if you want to, you don't have to. And I don't know how accurate these scales are. It's only got an 8 right now. I'm not sure if that's 8,000 or I'm not sure what that unit is there. But anyway, if you drive over the scales and then you go offload your logs and you come back out and weigh out over on this side, both scales should work. Okay, so this map is called the Plantation for a reason. And as you can see, there's, well, not there, but over here on this side, across the road, sorry, my camera, I've got it mixed up, I think. It's just a lot of plantation, and that's what you run into here in the South, a lot of plantations. Now, my frame rate, you can see it really drops as you look out towards this plantation, although last night it was kind of iffy. I mean, sometimes it would drop and sometimes it wouldn't. So hopefully it doesn't hurt your frame rate too much, but if it does, just try to get in there and clear out some of those trees and it should help. But let's go this way first. So we took a right out of the sawmill, and as you can see across there's just tons of rose trees, plantations and whatnot. And over here I have not finished that yet, so as you can see there's nothing there quite yet. I'm still debating what I want to do with this area. The little script I have, which places all the trees in a row, doesn't seem to like the hills. It seems to want to put the trees all at the same terrain height, so I've got to go back and adjust them later. But anyway, I'll think about that before I release the map, see what I want to do. I'm probably leaning towards just a mixed forest. I don't know. I think there's enough pine plantation, as you'll see. You can kind of get an idea. Okay, so also this road that we're driving on right now, it's just kind of texture of concrete. I may come back. In fact, I probably will come back and put a road on here before I release the map, an actual, you know, maybe not with lines or anything, but at least just a nicer road than just a painted on texture. Alright, now here's the lumber sell point, and this is what I'm going to intend for the lumber to be sold at, so that way you have to transport it a good ways across the map. And you know, as you can see, you guys got some pretty basic little warehouse here with some lights. I'm going to add one more light, probably, let's see, probably kind of right in the middle, I guess. This panel right here where I've got my cursor right there at the top, I'll probably add a light right there, a pretty bright one, so you can see to offload your lumber. I don't think there's Yeah, nothing. It's just pretty bare bones here. I may add some more little details. I don't know. I didn't want to add too much. I was trying to get the map out today, but that's not going to happen, obviously. As you can see, I still got quite a bit of more work to do. Okay, so this road just kind of goes up here a little ways, curves, and just kind of runs off in the middle of nowhere. So there's nothing else up this way, really. Alright, so let's go take a look at another little part of the map. And I will be doing a more, well, maybe not more detailed, but I will be doing another preview video when I finally get it finished for map release. I wanted to do this little video just to explain that there may not be very many videos coming up soon because I've got my joysticks on order, so it's kind of hard to run the machines and stuff without dual joysticks. And I was kind of doing some testing last night, and that's about as far as I got. When my joystick, I decided it was garbage. I threw it away. So anyway, just to the left, or I guess really just to the right of the entrance to the sawmill, you just got kind of a mixed forest. I may go back and add some more trees in there just to thicken that up a little bit. But man, this camera's driving me crazy. Can't get it quite right. But you can see, I mean, it's just tons of pine plantation. Tell you what, let's go straight first and then we'll come back. See, I still got a little bit of grass to add. I forgot some spots there. And like I said, I think I'm gonna add in a road instead of this just painted on concrete texture. Well, I mean, yeah, as you can see, like I said, my computer, my graphics card is not the best, and I'm getting 50 something frames, so it's pretty good. I didn't space the trees too close to where you'd have a huge frame rate issue. And also, at the various stages of the growth of pines, you can see over here I've got the trees spaced a little bit closer than over here on this side, because this one's a fully mature pine plantation, and it wouldn't be spaced as close as this over here because you go in and you thin it out. So every so often you go and you take out about every other row or every third row or something like that, just to thin them out and give the crown some room to grow, and the trees take out some of that competition. So you'll see various tree widths and growth stages. I think there's four different stages that I've got plantations. So I've got pine stage 2, which is over there by the sawmill, where my frame rate really dropped. Right there behind us, if I can get spun around, those little smaller trees back there across the road are pine stage 3, and then to my right, looking this way, those are pine stage 4, and then right over here, that we're just talking about the fully mature, that's pine stage 5, so those are the really big ones. Alright, so let's continue on down this way. And as you can see, I've got some bushes and stuff added in over here on the left just to kind of give it a grown up look. I may go back and readjust some of the heights of those things because some of those are kind of big. Now coming up into this area, this is a we're transitioning now into a cutover. This was cut probably, by the looks of it, maybe I don't know, close to a year ago, I guess. Maybe not even that long. Down here it grows pretty fast. The undergrowth grows up really quick. But anyway, got this little cutover area. And I kind of wish that the game would allow you to like take a brush cutter or something and mow that underbrush down and replant with trees. That'd be kind of cool, but the game just doesn't do that right now. And you can see here there was the landing. It's kind of grown up a little bit. I wished I had like some dead limbs and trees and stuff to put there, but anyway, I kind of put some grass in there to simulate that it had been kind of grown up. And they, you know, left a few little trees here or there, some dead trees out there that they left, and that's, you know, for wildlife and whatnot. Alright, so if you go straight on past the clear cut area, you come up to a bridge, and this gets us across this little, I don't know, I guess we'll call it a creek. It's not really a river. It's not really big enough, I guess, for a river, but it's a pretty good sized creek, we'll say. I don't know. Small river, big creek, something like that. Alright, now this area across over here, I haven't obviously got any trees in there. I've got just a few back here in this corner. You can see them as we're headed over this direction. Now all this is going to be mixed. It won't be plantation. It'll be a mixture of hardwoods and pine, just a random mix of different sizes and stuff. And it'll be similar to this right here, just a mixture of pine stage 2, 3, 4, and 5, just and some 6s thrown in there, the dead ones, just all kind of thrown in through here. And as you can see, as I'm driving around, I'm still getting, well, 60 here, but you know, 50s to 60 frame rate. And let's see, I'm trying to think. I can't pull up my mini map because I don't have anything on here. And you know, I still got some grass to add, stuff like that. Okay, that was the end. All right, let me go back this way. You know, 40s, but still, I'd say it's pretty good for some, you know, a lot of textures and stuff in here. All right, now I actually want to go back across the bridge, and we'll drive over to the other spot. Oh, don't, Rick. Don't flip upside down. I can't reset. That's the other thing I gotta do. I can't reset the vehicles right now. I've got to figure that out. I'll see if I can't get that fixed first thing, because we got to be able to reset vehicles. Alright, so coming off the bridge, taking a left in front of the cutover. Let's go back this way. Again, still some more grass to add next to the road. Got some little spots to fill in. Let's see, is it, I think it's this way. Yeah, it's got to be this way. Alright, so in the south, a lot of what you'll find on the big company land is just nothing but this. I mean, it's just a, you know, you'll see cutovers like that. You'll see just a large plantation, and you'll see these long gravel dirt roads that are just straight as an arrow. I mean, that's totally not uncommon. Just, you know, because they've got everything laid out in blocks and all that. Okay, so I'm debating on leaving these signs in or not. I'm probably going to take them out and try to replace it with something else. I was trying to, you see where it says Polygon A something, I don't know. I was trying to put my own sign in there. For some reason it just doesn't work. And then on the back side, this back sign is not even touching the sign. So I'm probably going to end up doing something different here with that. But the reason this is here is the bridge is out. So if you want to get across right here, across the creek, you're going to have to bring in some gravel or some dirt or something and fill that in. And this isn't too deep. Let's see, we're about in the middle here, I guess. I guess that's close to the middle. I mean, you can see the bottom, it's just right there. So you should be able to fill that in with gravel or dirt or whatever, and smooth it out with a motor grader or dozer or something, and you'll be able to drive across it. So that was the intent there. Alright, and let's go back. Let's see. I guess there's really not much else to look at. It's just a lot of pine plantation. And along the edges of these trees, I may come back on some of them and add some smaller trees at the edges, just to simulate, you know, that some smaller pines have taken over and grown up. But I really like the look of this cutover. It looks pretty cool. I had to go in and readjust all the clipping distances because it was set too small, and when you looked out across there you couldn't see the other side. It was just kind of bare and looked kind of silly, so I adjusted all that. But yeah, just lots and lots of pine plantations, and that's kind of how we do things down here in the South. And I've got a little bit more work to do. Shouldn't take too long. Yeah, the frame rate really drops in through there. I may come back and do something different. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be taking out this undergrowth or what I need to do to fix that. I know all these trees in here is what's kind of killing it, but I can't really seem to. Well, it drops some going that direction. I guess it's because all these trees over here, and it's got to draw all those over there, and they're probably spaced too close together. I may come in and take some out. In fact, what I may do is on this plantation right here, this small one, I may take out every other row or every third row or something, just to simulate maybe that it's been thinned. That may help some. I'll see. But besides, putting in this road and a few lights here or there, changing this sign, putting up a couple other little signs here or there, I'm pretty much done. I'm really hoping that by the time you see this video that I'm just about finished and ready for release. Like I said, I've got to put up some more lights. I need some lights here on these way stations, and there's a couple more lights I got to add here in the sawmill. I've got to figure out why this wood crusher is constantly running. It shouldn't be doing that. It should wait for the wood to be in there, then start up. I'm not really sure why it's doing that. I may be missing something. I think I have to look at the files and see. I think that's what it is. But I took Dodson logging and basically stripped it down, but I may have removed something. I'll have to look and see. But anyway, this is the plantation. Hope y'all enjoy it when I finally release it, which should be real soon. I mean, I'm thinking maybe, let's see, today's Friday. I'm hoping either later on tonight or possibly tomorrow sometime I should have it done. But anyway, hope you will enjoy this map whenever I get finished with it. I've got to fix the reset point. I've got it right here behind this building, but for some reason it just does not want to work. So I got to figure that out. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here. Hope you enjoy this map whenever it comes out, and thanks for watching. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, because I'll be releasing some more maps occasionally. Whenever Farming Simulator 19 comes out, I'll be looking at that, possibly releasing some maps there too. I'm not sure yet, but anyway, thanks for watching. Y'all take care. Have a good one. We'll see you Monday.